hello! Today is a day where I'm going to be doing the thing where I say the words at your face, or rather I say them at a camera, and then I take them into my computer and I chop them up and then put them on the internet so that eventually they come to your computer where I'm saying them at your face. We're off to a really great start. I find that when I am not doing this consistently, it becomes very difficult to do at all because I want to say so many things, too many things. Picking just one thing to be the thing that I'm going to talk about becomes this insurmountable task such that I find myself unable to say anything. Or maybe there are one or two thoughts that I want to share more than all of the other thoughts, but I give myself too much time to overthink them, and then I just can't find a way to get those thoughts out, or I do find some sort of way. I do this recording part, but then I get to the editing part, and I find whatever it is that I've said to be so frustratingly inadequate that I end up just deleting it and not doing the thing. Consistency, then, is the key to getting out of my own head enough to do the thing. At the beginning of the year, I started an accountability group with some friends. It was an idea that many of us had been kicking around in various capacities since at least last VidCon, when several of us were in the same small group at Rowan's workshop. That moment of recognition that we were actually sitting around in a circle with the very people best suited to provide us with that physical sense of community. So now we have this group that meets monthly and we set goals, and if you don't meet your goals, you owe $5, and that debt is compounding so that if you're consistently missing your goals, the punishment becomes harsher. But also just knowing that I'm gonna be sitting around that table with my friends and possibly having to say, shit, I didn't do the thing, is a significant motivation all by itself. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I am mostly making this video right now because I have to make 2 videos before accountability group meets again, and that meeting is creeping up real fast. But there is also like a bigger thing, the very reason that I made this my goal for accountability group in the first place. That feeling where I'm holding all the thoughts in because I can't decide which one to give priority to, or because I've let a priority thought expand to the point that it becomes too all-consuming to distill, that feeling is kind of toxic. Over the last decade, I guess, I have relied so much on blogging and vlogging as ways of dealing with being a person, like just coping with the emotionally overwhelming experience of being a human being. This act of committing my thoughts to this bizarre sort of private-public hybrid, so like privately either written down in a blog post or recorded into a camera, and then like publicly sort of pushed out into the void where I maybe try not to think about it, this has become cathartic for me in a way that I have not been able to replicate really anywhere else. There's the act of release, like in some sense getting the thoughts out of my head frees me sort of mentally and emotionally to dwell on other thoughts, but also the thoughts become sort of community in their own right, which is cool and exciting. So that's the big why. That's why I made this my accountability goal. And also why I'm doing it now. Why I am standing in front of a camera, having this really meta conversation about standing in front of the conversation, having one-sided conversations. Also because I really don't want to owe $10. In the comments, let me know some of your cathartic activities, and also how you get yourself to do the things that you really want to do, but maybe sometimes you kind of don't want to do, but like big picture you want to do them. Let me know how you do that. Also, maybe give me another thing to talk about in the next week or so that I don't have to owe $10. Please help me. Okay, bye!